pistols for the players. Let's see, what is the kind of standard options on that T pistol? I guess a B all in, or as they prefer, little bit of a poke and prod, 4 leaning middle. So mopoz, he's going to go from 0 to 100. What a gamer. Shiro crouches under the line and drops mopoz in 1 click.
Ironically, he went from 100 to 0.
Bingo.
Absolutely destroyed right there. And the 1x bet odds favoring the players for very good reason. Now that they've taken, well, the initial prong of mopoz out of the map, they can gather back towards B. They've got 2 smokes and a molly. So they could smoke off long and short. They could get a molly in towards the cubby. They'll get site control for free. And then the biggest question mark started to become about daviG and his utility. They're actually opting for cave here. So this is curious.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm in admiration of the fact that they had 4 middle. They get the picks so effortlessly that they will just default back to this. And it's perfect. They gamble stack to the wrong bomb site now. And I don't really know what you're supposed to do here.
That's the perfect execute. Everything they could have needed, right? Oh, coming through. Axar's just given a gift right now.
This retake gets a little more interesting.
There's no kit, so that is the biggest qualm as all of this, because the bomb is down. It's starting to tick. First 5 seconds subsided. They're going to have to get a wriggle on here.
I think daviG's smoke determines how valuable this this retake is, or how threatening.
I have 2 smokes. Oh, and the kit on deaths. Hold up a second.
Yeah. Smoke ramp. Smoke on the bomb or cave. Yo, this gets scary. Inters is struggling to finish his meal. He's going to swing wide and take 1 down. Even trade. 3v3 as Death gets on the bomb with the kit. Careful now as Napoli pushes through. Disrespect. They can wallbang it.
Not a wallbang, but
turn it. It's not the right blocks, but there it is. He's Hobbit knocks him off the bomb. They've got time. Shiro does it again. And he's knocked him off again. This is one way to win a pistol. An absolute fiesta. We've got ourselves a player's pistol. It started off so regimented, so perfectly executed. Now Groove has got 3 new grey hairs.
Oh, wow. I really like that. Both teams executing on one another. That's the shot from Shiro there to open things up. It's a bit of a gimme there from Axar trying to take some space because they had no resistance. With those 2 smokes, top of the ramp, cave as well. And here he comes. The hero players need. Hobbit.
3 of them. He scrapes around and then the fact he gets away with it again. Oh, okay. Also, I'm a bit of a geek for Hobbit's role in this Ancient because it's one I want to be able to do as well as him.
You have to stay calm in that role, right? Because it's a bombardment of utility coming your way. If you guys caught the game yesterday against Party Astronauts, John G and Hobbit were having a bit of a back and forth affair in middle. This time around, Hobbit has won it against daviG, and now he's able to patrol across. This smoke will hold Inters at bay, but as they start to gather the forces towards A, it is just Deaths in this donut position. The only man standing between them in a second round. Defensive smoke dropped into the lip of Donut. He starts to backpedal. mopoz and Alex might want to consider getting aggressive over towards B lane, but it's very, very quiet, and maybe that's enough to start forcing them elsewhere. Death smoke is going to start to subside now, Alex, and, well, I guess they'll be not too far behind it.
Yeah, it's going to be simple. Boost him up. I mean, I would back Axar in the head-to-head with Death's Deagle every day of the week. They've even got a nade perfectly designed for his hidey hole. They know there'll be one. And they won't plant until they find him, as we take a trip to the aquarium.
Getting aquatic out here. No one has cleared him. Oh, safe plant.
Yeah, very safe, but he's not, at least not checked. They might assume it's clear. Imagine the universe where Death's had the kit.
Well, what happens now? Because I feel like Deaths is dead. Look at Nafany. He is making sure he's going around the world to clear this position. Deaths, he's definitely noted now.
Yeah, but I mean, what is he supposed to do? Yeah, this is a weird set of
Look where mopoz is. Hey
guys. Got spawn guys, yeah, just in case.
It's pretty cool over here. They didn't drop any guns. It sounds nice. Let's listen to the cicadas.
And you line up the donut smoke from that little water feature, don't you?
Yeah, that one is where you do the infinity molly as well, so you can do a combo of both. It's the one a little bit more to the left. But listen to those crickets. Now normally, and I can tell you this from advice, when I had crickets in the walls at home in Australia, when you would make loud noises, they'd shut up, but then once it was quiet, they'd start making noise again. So the bomb should have shut the cicadas up.
Ah. Is that how you shut them up in, like, when you just keep a dull music track on in the background?
I think eventually they would get used to that as well. They just want it to be more like
They want to
rhythmic.
perform.
Yeah.
They want it to perform.
Just be annoying and keep you up all night.
I wonder if they could mimic it. If you get played some techno, they could start, like, dropping a beat.
I never experimented with that.
Cicadas techno emulation.
Still plenty of time.
Dissertation by Richardson Alex. Oh, yo. No. That's the summary of lane. And as you look at this line, look at this, like, you can just see this full spread. They get mid lane, and then they just continue their spread together.
Yeah, and the thing is, players are very good at understanding this. I think NIPR as well, that you can take this B lane once you have mid pressure, and vice versa. You can take mid once you have B lane pressure. You need both here because they connect to each other quite quickly. That's a nice Molotov, something we've experimented before in our matchmaking forays. And I know that sounds a bit silly, but as far as the meta goes for this, it is still developing.
Yeah. I mean, Alex can maybe get one here.
Frank.
That's the one. It's a nice shot. It's unlikely unless mopoz tasted their own medicine, but they've got a bodyguard. Inters is doing his necessary dirty work, and this one falls apart nice and convincingly.
Oh, just the scout and the USP now. Won't be long for this world, even if they pepper up one or two, but I'm sure the players will just want to hold on to their weaponry. Now, you were talking about how this has such a CT bias right here. I think we should set the bar for the riders at... Let's be kind.
Yeah, come on.
Let's go with a nine rounds as the bar.
Yeah.
Because even then, right, you know, that should be a big enough amount of a buffer. So if they can get themselves 9 CT rounds, we might have a game on our hands here. But lots of talking from Nafany before we get underway. We're getting a bit more of that this week. It's a nice little addition.
It's really cool. Like, there's nothing that makes it feel like LAN besides crowd noise more than hearing a little bit of the players actually mid-rounding.
I actually watched the stream for what the stream is last night. I didn't watch it internally on our feed, which is a bit different to what everybody gets. It's like, oh, this is actually good.
It's a good product.
Yeah, I was like,
good.
Oh, yeah, you know, like, so a little bit surprised about things there, but, you know, like, I was like, yeah, actually.
Because you weren't on it, actually. That was the...
I was listening to Maui and Anders' cast. I was like, yeah, actually, these guys are nailing it.
Yeah, it's
I like this.
And that's a dream start for the must-win Gunny. You take down Nafany. He is usually calling the shots and leading from the front of the lines, so looks like we're going to see them retool for a mid and A lean. Util check. I'm seeing 3 smokes, so do we want one for red, or are we going to leave it open? Smoke donut. Do we walk contact? Time to get some answers. mopoz is going for early info on ramp.
That was one of the things that Party Astronauts did well in a round or two against players yesterday, was how they were able to get that B lane control, and it helped them piece together where a couple of these rounds might be ending. But Shiro's going up and over to peek into... Oof, donut. And that's one of the risky things about that angle, is both elevations. But now creeping on deaths, he might go unaccounted for here.
It's easy, especially if Davigi takes first contact, that Hobbit will just get so distracted and drawn in. Davigi can't afford to go down. Oh, Hobbit knows what he's doing. This is a gamer, folks. Hobbit. This is his map. Every time we watch him,
Sampayas, Alex.
So switched on. And yeah, Sampayas is going to get shot one in the back of the head.
Round over.
I like how already the affinity that players have on this map has developed. This T side is just finding gaps everywhere.
It's similar to what they did on Mirage in terms of exploiting gaps through middle a lot, right? And it kind of made things extremely awkward for the riders here. They will get one on the way out the door, but positions noted now. It's just a matter of saving. And the desk we're talking about this, they had a little bit of anecdote from Kassad and Yanko there. And the saves, right? They make a lot of sense in keeping yourself threatening, but it can only go on for so long. Right, and at some point you will need to either change up the way that you're approaching the situations or put your life on the line to go for a clutch, because, look, a 2v3 in this environment, early game, yeah, you can see why, maybe not. But as we go forward, we'll need to risk a few of these. So bomb about to go off. 5 or so seconds remaining on this one. And a clean 4-0 start. Was he saying spasiba?
I don't know. I just think he's getting hyped up. He is getting hyped up by the boys right there, and he's just like, guys, stop it, guys. No, I know I did good. I did good.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, but seriously. I'm just part of the team.
Just doing my role, guys.
I'm just killing Donut twice. Yeah, it's done. Round 1. And because of that, Inter gets to get frags like that, because Sampayas was responsible for the entire A site, courtesy of Hobbit's groovy moves.
Still that photo of Hobbit with his little girl on his lap and the Counter-Strike.
It's a heart melter. It really is. Hobbit,
rosy red
a
cheeks.
family man, a sweet man, and also probably one of the best players consistently.
He's just deadly in this server.
Yeah, like actually a venomous snake, you know? It doesn't look too scary until you start hearing the rattle. Watch out for Hobbit when he starts heating up. And I think this is a map that because his understanding of the game is so just attuned and is so natural to him, he's picked this up so quickly as to the nuances of his role. He can play solo mid, he can posture, he can fake. He does a nice little lurky smoke and boost this time from Shiro to try and glance towards this aggression. And did he see them? No.
Very hard to see over the top of that. It is the smallest of gap, right? So it's, especially with how quick they moved, they didn't creep, they ran past, so even less time to be able to react there. Oh, okay. And that's Hobbit who's jumped up and over. Nafany's run through the smoke. That's the thing with the mid control. Hobbit's come up and over.
He's just ruined it again. Hobbit, the beast of Ancient. Watch out here. Davichi's not got the weapons or the hope. Nice find. Pius first his first frag. The bomb is on the ramp. Axel's pushing mid. If Deaths can win that duel, I'll have something to talk about. If not, they could just plant that bomb. Inters has taken down Sun Pius. Mission accomplished.
Did you watch Lost?
Yeah.
So what if Hobbit was the smoke monster of Ancient? Because I'm getting a bit jungly vibe out there, right? In Lost, for those of you who maybe haven't seen it, there's no such thing as spoilers on something that's been out for probably 20 years. There was a polar bear.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Dumbledore! No, but the smoke monster, actually, it got very religious towards the end there, didn't it?
I actually gave up. It was one of those ones where they kept me on tenterhooks for so long that I was just like, you know what? Screw you guys. It's like, you know, the one that just kept coming back with more and more absurd twists. There was a bear.
Yep.
Now there's a smoke cloud.
Yep.
You lost me. You lost me.
It was fun until it wasn't.
And they didn't answer all those questions. That's a question answered. Do we have cave? Shiro says yes. Flash mid. Pressure now onto Deaths. They're just going to keep them guessing. God, they are good. I reckon players have got this very well drilled.
I like seeing teams quite proficient on this map, but look, now, I want to see them go up against a lot of teams on Ancient. I'd like to let's get the best 10 Ancient teams in the world and make them play each other in best of 3, round robin, Ancient only.
You know, Chad, how much that would screw the pooch for everyone that's not in the top 10 of Ancient teams.
Yeah, well, look, but I think the top 10 of Ancient teams would probably go deep within the top 30 or 40 of teams, right? So I just want to see, you know, who's got the coolest approaches to this map, because that's one of the things of having new maps in the map pool that I like the most. It's creativity, right? That right there.
Who's on your list? NIP?
Yeah, I think FaZe were good for a while there, but I don't know. I remember asking like Rain and Brokey about it, and they're like, yeah, we don't like Ancient anymore. But this was back last year, so maybe they like it again now, right? But to build that list is actually quite difficult.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't be easy to list the top 10 Ancient teams by any means.
How's Outsiders Ancient?
It wasn't good for them at the major, right? But then they were able to turn it around and turn it into something that was quite flavorful for them.
I mean, I just think individually the map would be well fitting for their roles. A is the mission. Nafany could ruin everything with his low HP. It's such an awkward Z-axis clear.
Oh, he looked away as well. Well, they've got that. 4-on-4. Bomb just goes down on towards the A bomb site. So this retake, it's possible, but there's not a kid in play.
Everything's getting more possible now. Sun Pius onto Hobbit. A missed shot from Shiro.
Good trade.
Death's trading. Finds the one it towards the temple position. Draws attention from Inters. Davichi's gone round the world.
This is unaccounted for.
They won't have considered it. And Inters is going to be sitting
just out of the line of sight. He's still going to go down.
He's dead in 3, 2, 1.
Shiro needs the clutch.
Yeah, 1v3.
No kit.
Oh, and it's planted perfectly for him. Oh, no. What do you do? What do you do? He's going to hit the shot. You better hit yours. He's hit it again. Forces him off, and a 1v3 for Shiro. Add it to the list, because he's added 3 to the naughty list.
Oh, he's going to go down there, but who cares? They get the round. They got plenty of cash to splash. No dramas over there, and great from Shiro. No smoke, no kit, nothing to worry about. Just hold the line.
Oh, I don't know why, but for some reason, their happiness is immediately absorbed by myself. Just seeing even Inters crack a smile. I think they were really concerned after conceding that first map. They know, just as we described, that losing to losing a series in this best of 3 round robin to a Movistar Riders could be the difference maker between a top 3 and not.
Yeah, for sure, right? And I think look, seeing Liquid perform quite well against Big yesterday has filled me with some confidence for that roster. I was mentioning in that little interview piece at the time, well, it appears they've been refining it. Now, this isn't the hardest group of the bunch, but good to see them performing well. Oh, nice shot from Deaths there. He's able to take one with him, but the A bomb site being overrun again. Now, conditioning towards A side against lighter buys, you don't have too many qualms against that.
They have mid, Chad, so you can actually put a tick in that box.
I don't mind it against a lighter purchase.
Just running on in. Molotov doubts. Base taken. It's going to be a temple clear next on their list. Oh, lovely. They've combined, and now it gets really awkward for players.
Oh. Mopoz's flank is very, very late, and Hobbit is still like an X factor to come through mid to donut here at any point. Now, I know that the Riders have the number advantage right now, but Hobbit has been an absolute force working through this position.
He's waiting for some bias to call for the cross, right? He knows that Hobbit's late mid. Bang, dealt with. Now we can see probably mopoz come alive with a bit of an A lock-in. Just the two of them now, Inters and Shiro. Yet to see Shiro go down in full 7-0 fashion. He's going to drop a smoke close. Enables and facilitates push into Temple, but that's the end of him. Lovely find. Alex has done a lot with this one. 2 kills in the round. Rifles to be picked up. It's in their interest to not lose another one, and now scoop them up. Let's see if we can get everyone with a rifle. Some juggling done, and bang. That is one hell of a first round to put on the board. You keep 4 up, get some upgrades, and start to farm some cash. Not really an absence of cash, though, for players. Need to win another.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Well handled. You can see that once the utility that gets thrown starts to fade, A is so susceptible to all of these crossfires. It's perfect from Donut towards Temple, and then CT is that third prong, lots of boxes to hide and hobble behind.
Ooh, double mid set up early. They want to contest this and cage Hobbit. He's got a reactionary smoke he likes to throw, which stops the AWP line from red. So it is still a 1v1 in middle as it stands. mopoz is given the unenviable task of controlling Cave. He's actually managed to get his smoke and... Flash is good.
Good flash.
Great setup. Davig flashed in by Sunpire, so we have an opening kill.
So that flash came from A. So Pius threw that over from A. You can also do the same from over towards the B Speedway in the back and flash middle. So good way to take Hobbit out, who has been a bit of a nuisance so far. Now that it is a 4-on-5 situation, need to decide which side they want to hit. Nafi through the cave.
And mopoz to get smoked after he takes contact. Oh, how do you hit that? You can only see his fingertips.
All right, well, mopoz is still up close and personal here. He is trying to weasel his way back, hoping that the line's still being held, but will get away. Now boosting Shiro up. Gets a chance here against Sampaius, and oh, Sampaius too quick this time round.
Big. That is a big frag to find, and now the smoke's recovered. On the ramp crawl, though, Sampaius is going to get exploited. Nafany lining up util.
You can actually throw a set of util from here. You can bounce a smoke off the wall to cover off towards the long side. You can even molly the cubby very easily from this position.
And there they go. Missed the shot. Walking in, long is open and smoked. Rotate through. mopoz is looking to ruin everyone's day. Will they even consider this? Will they even consider it? They did, but Inters looks away. 4v2 as the bomb goes down. I think they're going to have to let it go down unless the wallbang comes in. Nafany catches one. Davig falls. Axal and Nafany partnered up in a 2 versus 4. Sunpaius makes it 3 versus 1. 3 versus none. As that's a second, completely exhausting the coffers now of players. Inters and Hobbit, a bit of extra cash to splash, but they keep 3 up. Some AK upgrades, and we're going to have a half. Now, we set the bar at 9.
Yeah. 9 straight would be how they need to get there here. This was the one back. Shiro got the opener. Well, not the opener, but the frag over towards Cave. Sampaius finding some impact here with this AWP. It's another kill for him onto Axal. And a big round. Now, they are able to get Galils in lieu of AKs. Hobbit can get an AK out here as well. So this is still somewhat threatening from that of players. But what's the approach going to be here? Because they won't have that Shiro AWP to rely on to find them picks back if they do lose one early. Hobbit going towards middle again. Axal looks like he can throw some utility out to help him.
Alrighty. Sampaius dispatched to cave hold now, and I guess when Shiro opens up onto your cave players, you're going to have to respond with an AWP of your own.
Looks like they're just doing a default spread here. Shiro watching A. Axal is quite literally still in spawn here, so right now in his hand is a flash, so if Hobbit needs it, he can flash and Hobbit can activate, but just staying passive. Now he's called across. Inters and Nafany working on the B lane control. Waiting out all the early protocol utility right now of the Riders, making sure they're not susceptible to the smokes or any cheeky business. And Nafany's just found Alex there.
Oh, that's a great shot, actually, just around the smoke of ramp.
Oh, they're pushing for info here. So trying to take some space back. Inters is going to have to deal with this with Shiro, who's coming over. Come down to timing right now for the Riders.
You like this setup?
Very loud. They're hearing a lot of this. They would have heard the steps.
Oh, that's bomb. Juggling weapons loudly as well. mopoz has heard all of that. Does he not want to strike? And his window closed as they round the corner. Opportunity gone. 5 now through middle. Davig's been hiding in this flank corner, and he's managed to profit a big frag. More through Donut, though. They'll have to be ready. Death relatively alone. The smokes will imply he's under a scrutiny.
Sampaya still has an angle here as well. He's just baiting him in with the AWP.
Where's the angle come from? Oh, unchecked. You take those, do you, though? Nafany goes down. Shiro stops the punish. 15 seconds.
Oh, no.
Straight over his head. A nasty death for mopoz. Bomb down. Sampaya puts Axel in the grave. His kit's available. Don't see a smoke as it currently stands. A tickle for the check, and that's the shot you had to hit from Davy. Should have a free hold here. Shiro, same angle. Saved a few. Who's? Okay. Third is secured. A second's hesitation on Shiro, and that round is another 1v2 with a single kill.
Oh, lordy. Okay.
Oh,
3 consecutive right now for the Riders. It doesn't matter how they get them on the board, just as long as they do. A technical timeout called here from the Riders, so we'll take a moment here, and maybe we can take it all in, because this one is starting to heat up now.
Pause called.
Oh, we are back underway. I believe this one should be getting stopped.
Yeah, looks like it. Reset that one, but that was a nasty way for mopoz to go down, but a big round for the Movistar Riders.
All right, all right. Well, page number 88. Redwood trees have existed on Earth for approximately 240 million years, predating flowers and birds.
Wow, the redwoods. Those are the big, girthy mother truckers.
That's the ones.
Yeah.
The 5 cases of Latin grammar. No, I'm not even going to bother with that one.
No.
Dead language.
Redwood trees, interesting.
The dessert spoon as a unit of culinary measure is abbreviated to DSTSPN.
spoon.
DSTSPN.
Dessert spoon.
Yep. And equates to approximately 2 teaspoons. So wouldn't you just put 2 teaspoons down?
Could.
Why would you put a
2 TSP?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, for some reason, I think tablespoon has got a B in it. TSB, don't we just...
I'm not sure. I don't do a lot of cooking.
TBS? The network? Now I don't cook. I did make a beef Wellington for Christmas, though.
Oh, well then you do cook.
I did, yeah.
Well, you did cook.
And I roasted parsnips.
Now that's something.
Favorite vegetable, some honey and my rosemary in there.
I got to get you and Henry a bloody air fryer. You boys love it.
Yeah, I think that would change our lives.
Yeah, because the oven seems like too much work, but the air fryer is not.
We started cooking for ourselves a bit more. We're slowly becoming developed adults at the age of 30.
I strongly recommend the air fryer to everybody out there. If you have bench space,
Why don't you get a sponsor? Dude, that's...
an air fryer sponsor.
Get an air fryer sponsor and then we all get freebies.
I could do the catering at events.
You could. Chad Birchall's...
Air fryer specialties.
Yeah, that's a very deep smoke, and they're ahead of it. 2 up and out to cave.
Quick.
Very quick, and Hobbit. Ooh. He knows, mopoz knows that there's some funny business around the corner. He isn't alone. He has Alex in the form of a smoke. So I like this jiggle smoke defense.
It's gone wrong once.
Yeah, but that's if Shiro can hit a ridiculously quick AWP shot on that jiggle. They actually opt to drop it now. Does that imply a ramp reshaping?
I don't know. These two have a lot on their plate here, right? Because Sampaya and Deaths are very far away on A. Davy G is jump spotting middle right now. So it really just truly is on mopoz and Alex to bear down and defend against this. Because currently, 4 of the 5 players members are close. And mopoz.
Yo.
mopoz on the fade. Oh, Inter's ready for that. That is a big one.
So ready for that. Alex has got the whole world on his shoulders. 5 closing in on his position.
I'd be screaming for a flash about now to push through this to give him something.
Anyone, anything. Anything. They actually abandoned it on the fade, so Alex will call it clear. Suspicious, but there's a lot more than he bargained for around the corner. Oh, they get info. He's running out of bullets. 10 in the mag. Still takes the frag. And a dink as well. Axel down to 16. They can commit to this. The numbers still favor the players, but 20 seconds. They could try and go A. Hobbit's thinking about it.
I think it has to be B now.
20.
Has to be.
Yeah, some
Davy G.
the same. Here they come. 14 seconds and counting. Anything to destabilize is golden. Anything to destabilize is golden. Bides his time, makes it as awkward as he can, and that's round winning from Davy G. 3 on the M4, shuts them down for 4. That was necessary, and I also love the extra 2 seconds he took. And that wasn't to line up his aim, folks. That was to make sure that should that frag go down, that bomb will not go plant. I nearly made a sense. Should that bomb go down, the bomb was unable to be planted.
And a high risk there, not just to get that kill, because think about this. Watch the swing that comes out of the cave. If Inter's is swinging the other way as well, and Davi goes down, then the bomb gets planted. Uh-oh. So,
imagine.
yeah, that what works out for him there is we do have a Hobbit into the AK. The rest are just in some Deagles and a Glock and out middle. Well, we see what he does, and Hobbit opens this one up. Davi, the hero, the last first to fall in the grave.
That's mopoz, though, trying to do a little bit more than normally demanded of him. Swings out lane, has control of it, no less. Hobbit, what are you? Oh, he's been betrayed by his booties.
Locked in here, right?
Premium Kazakh leg at leather.
But how long does Sampaio stay like this, right? Because this is a standoff right now. I know you're here, you don't know, and if I look...
Hard clear it with the AW. Pizzle. Oh, Chiro got one onto mopoz elsewhere, so that might lead them into an over-rotation to the wrong bomb site. No, Death gets info, he can't die. Cannot afford to go down, and Sampaio has saved him with the first. Inter's changing his mind. Whew, this is already a chaotic set of circumstances. Shiro filling this mid-gap. Pius has been good for it and continues to deliver. 11 and 5. He's racking them up now, and let's make it 12.
Good stuff. Really good round from him. The AWP getting to float around quite freely like Sampaio does is great. Like, they don't just keep him in one position, right? Because there's so many different smoke walls or variations of the smokes to block off choke points. If you park that AWP and he gets locked and he has to deal with that, right? This is great. He can rotate between. He can help the A defender. He can help mid. He can get over to B and help them out as well. So really good stuff from Sampaio here, keeping himself active. And this one here onto Hobbit basically alleviated any pressure that might be coming their way, but it's all good. It wasn't a full buy. Now we do have exactly that out of players here. So 6 on the trot from them, 5 back. Let's see if the Riders can make it 6 of their own. Just one more required.
Oh, wow. mopoz has decided he's going to start the round with a quick swing, and that was supposed to be the lurk. Surely they can rotate someone over to help Deaths. He could use some...
All B here now. Yeah, this round's over. I can call that for sure.
Look at this shutdown. Completely booked. Oh, it could have been the clean sweep. Shiro denies. And it's 4 HP, 1v4. He's got about as much health as he does opponents at this point.
Yeah, if Shiro gets any more kills out of this round, it would be good stuff. And well, the nade will get it done, so don't worry about that. Peg that one at him from across the wall, and away we go. 6 on the trot has been confirmed and stumped our players. Now, I think they're expecting to get respect, that they weren't going to get pushed B lane, that they were going to be assumed that mid was relatively under their control because Hobbit's been getting away with a lot of space there. But no, that aggressive B push through the lane completely ruined this play, because what they just went for is you're going into that assuming that the CTs are playing passive on that B bomb site, right? Well, they didn't do that at all. They completely just dismantled it with those 2 kills alone. They might have to do a bit more of an all-in mid. And you can see a bit of a missed smoke here. So they might have to do a bit more of an all-in mid. Now, the thing is with Ancient, maybe you guys want to practice this at home. You can do it like Mirage, where you can have set smokes from spawn, right, that cover off the window from, I think it's maybe at least 4 or 5 spawns possible to make that one happen. I was trying to practice it myself, but I'm changing computers all the time, so my game always looks slightly different.
Yeah.
Head in the weeds. Anthony having a peer around the plants.
You can't hit the jumping scope, can you? Oh, Davi knows. Davi has found the big opener. That was onto the rifle. The rest just equipped with a half buy. And the AK now idle, so we can see the bomb leading towards the A-Hall side of things. They're going to try and contact into B and have Hobbit get the plant for the extra cash.
Yeah, look, that seems like a good idea here, but I don't know if Deaths is going to need to move. This lockdown on the B site, Alex and mopoz still both playing for info. They're good at knowing when to push and when to hold, and the jiggle peak top ramp, it means that mopoz can just drop that smoke. So long deny the ramp, no way to push on up.
Look at these two. Very dynamic.
Yeah, there's a good duo, isn't it?
It's a good duo. Oh, mopoz has been given a warning shot and returns the favor as they shut this down. And still no bomb, they say. No bomb. No, dead deaths. And a safe plant.
You want to risk it, Sampaio? Do you want to push him on your lonesome?
A wallbang and a nearly. Frag Hobbit is a fiend. But we do get the bomb plant. Mission accomplished in that respect. Everyone's going to get an extra $800 for the bomb going down and the round lost.
And it's max loss bonus as well, right? So they should be flush for cash here. No dramas as far as the Shiro AWP goes. Everybody can get their AKs with the full util. So this is it. The final few rounds right now, players could go into the second half with absolutely no momentum. And if the Riders get the last 2 rounds in a row, they will go into the second half with that bar that we set of 9. So this is beautiful for them. A great recovery after the pistol loss, the conversions that came on in early. A competitive game here on Ancient. Loving what we're seeing. Axel and Nafany are being kept very quiet, Alex. They're only 3 kills apiece.
Yeah, and we can see that trend is going to continue if they don't find an opening on this lane side. mopoz has been taking that space comfortably. They haven't conditioned them particularly successfully, and he's gone for the cross. That's the pop! Ooh, he's lucky to have gotten away with that one.
Like that flash, you know, you think that's going to be heading up towards B. Actually, it's bouncing back and right in your face. So, mopoz stares at it. It's completely white screened and hangs around. So, yeah, it's a nice little cheeky smoke to play around.
Nothing actually on the visual, so they can walk out, and they have into Jiggles, and they actually maneuver the bomb back. So this setup again to be tested. It's dynamic, but Sunpius and Davigi, with deaths in tow for the mid, have jiggled and juggled into a new setup.
Axel hasn't left spawn yet. He's quite truly been at spawn for a minute now, so donut smoke, top mid smoke. Now they can start to work on B lane and then go for a B execute here, because this accounts for mopoz's aggression, right? And the fact that they used that utility extra early is just Alex's smoke now dumped. He's smoked off top of the B ramp, and oh, it's him to defend against everybody right here, right now.
They've actually really scared off the Spaniards with that mid util. It could lead to a 2-man fast flank cave. Alex can't die. He has to just tuck in cubby and delay. Smoking ramp could be good. It wasn't a smoke, it was a flash. Alex has been having a great game here. Oh, they're banging it through. Look at that. Alex doesn't get a chance to voice concerns. Cleared now. Death stands good, but Shiro's dealt with a fast flank. mopoz went round the world. 8 seconds and they get it down. To you go. Looks like Sunpius will encourage them and entice them into 2v4. Becomes 2v3 quick. Ramp a threat.
Nobody's looking at this right now.
You just clear cubby.
Oh.
And cave's probably the go. Fake it.
Wall bang him though, that's the problem here.
Yeah, it's very, very susceptible. Oh, but he can bang him back! And he does! Surely you want to tickle the bomb. Sunpius known. Hobbit in open. Is he going to pick it up again? Another 1v2 clutch, and Sunpius has got the frag. That's big, big stuff from Movistar Riders. Make it 8. Close, but no cigar for the players.
Whoa, and both teams had a wallbang kill in that round through the wood. You know, you got the one into the cubby there. I think that was from Hobbit, right? And then you get the one back. And the thing is, the fact he's gone for the spam before tapping the bomb, that is key. Because if he taps the bomb, they start shooting. This way, he's going to initiate the action. Here's the first one. This is their way in. The only B defender, mind you, because mopoz has gone around the literal world here. Flash in, wall bang. Imagine if you got the double there. That is mental stuff. And then Hobbit, he just has to creep out. He can't risk going for the spam back. They already knew how that one ended. And Sunpius, he delivers.
Wow. Wow. This is actually becoming the potential for the Dream 9. 9 in a row, no less. It was 6-0. And mopoz is up to no good. Hobbit's mid-mission cancelled. And no one can voice concerns with the smoke up. mopoz gets free reign to just eliminate the mid-threat.
And a deep mid-smoke here is going to hold Shiro at bay. Okay, what has he got? Spidey senses and something else.
I thought he'd done that, actually pulled it off. Pre-aim on point.
Look at this. There's 3 players here. Davigi, mopoz, and Alex to lock down the doors. How do you get through? How are you going to break this?
It's like a 3-man monster hold. Excuse me, banana hold.
And mopoz is in Polly's pocket.
Great start. Now they all look at him as he does go down now, perhaps lulled into a false sense of security.
Boys, what is this?
Yeah, that's not
ideal.
ideal.
Just all baited each other.
Yeah,
What is that?
Maybe because mopoz wants the 4K. The 3K. Oh, mopoz is really booked him here. One, hard to find the second. Disappears into the smoke. Axel can't find him. He doesn't want to touch the bomb. They're just waiting on either side of this smoke. Catches him on the fade, he does! What a naughty boy! mopoz 9. Oh, Movistar Riders, they do. They break through and get every round required after the initial 6. We've got to take a very quick break. But we could be seeing the Movistar Riders push the players here on third map.
future pros. Back to Ancient with a basic B-site execute you can throw with a little help from your friends. For this execute, you will need 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and 1 molly. Ask very kindly for your teammate to drop their smoke into this corner, and when you are ready, get into the corner too. To throw your first smoke, aim in the middle of the doorway in the middle of these bricks. Then jump throw the smoke. This will smoke off the left side of site. While in the same spot, aim above this wall decoration and in line with the leaf above. Then jump throw the smoke. This will smoke off the right side, but be careful as the CT could try and sneak around the edge of the smoke. To throw your molly, aim at this part of the door along this point. Then jump throw the molly. This molly will push someone out of the cubby, which is incredibly annoying to clear. Now the smokes and molly are down, aim to this section of the door, walk forward and jump throw your flash quickly. This flash will get anyone on the site, but hopefully not your teammates pushing up long. Finally, throw your last flash over the triangle to stop someone from spraying through the long smoke and further blind anyone looking at the ramp. And that's it, pretty easy, and remember, just go B.
Ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of best of 3. Starting off your day for Season 15. This is Group C with some smiles and some heartbreak. It is 9 in a row from Movistar Riders. The Spaniards have come with a lot to prove. Newest map in the pool and thriving, at least on the CT side. Though there is a bias, this was the bar set by Birchall. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Do you know what CFC stands for?
CFC?
Yeah.
Obviously. That's cookies. Fantastic. Cookies.
Cause for concern, because, yeah, as you mentioned, the 9 on the trot here, the Riders. Let's see what they can do
Zero
here.
momentum, Chadney.
Yeah, and I think if you're the players, well, you're on the favoured side now. Let's see how much you truly got. 1xBet odds still favouring the players, and quickly towards Cave they sprint.
Yeah, they're going to have 2 fast up mid flank as well. So you got to go or get crunched. They opt for the form up. They're in. And they're here to try and line up the counter to the plan. Hobbit has already revealed the flank. He's up Cave early. Axel working into mopoz. Nice find on the Glock. Will maintain Cave control. Hobbit to change that as another quick click comes in. 4v3. Got to clear that corner. Not going to be fun. Sound cues are heard and the man advantage to be twisted. There's kits. And there's bodies. They're running out of players just like that. The Spaniards dilapidated.
This is why I have trust issues, by the way, Alex. You see some of those diffuse kits on the ground? Those are what we call ghost kits.
Yeah.
Like, no one had died and there's 2 kits on the ground. It's like, come on, Gabe.
How does that happen? And the crosshair missing thing, that's another weird one.
Yeah, I keep bringing that keep bringing that one up to him. Rushley and I, we made a video, we emailed it to him. I don't know. I guess the thing is, it would be fixed if they knew how to fix it.
Hobbit and Shiro both have 16 frags, which is more than the other 3 combined. It is bleak out
Comfortably,
there.
yeah.
For those 3, definitely an uneven kill distribution in contrast with what it was before. What happened to that, HE? That was the deepest of all. Actually, finds 3 targets. Axel's got a strong arm on him. And it is going to make you do a bit of a slower, deeper clear.
This is a contact A, right? So they're not giving tells away with you 2. And this is okay because currently not being watched, as I say that, Axel's here and so is Hobbit.
Yeah, Yeah, they just go. Oh, Axel still manages to pull the trigger successfully, and Hobbit, I wouldn't write him out of this one. He just waits, bides his time, and strikes Alex one back on the Galil. Davy makes it interesting. Need more. Good spray. Axel gone to watch, and now as 3v3. The bomb loose.
It's nowhere safe to plant, really, is there? You have to have donut control to get a very safe one in, but here we go.
This is a... Ooh.
mopoz, okay.
Threatening angle to break through. Not looking easy. Needs to maneuver away. They can play the time. There's so much time. Will they overthink it? Will they overplay it?
I only know where one is, right? So you can see the high alert checking donut, checking the flank. If Davy just stays alive here, mopoz could go around the world, but it also feels like players are starting to figure this one out too. He needs one here, Davy. Yeah, rough.
Now they'll just probably charge over to A, I imagine.
This is the thing, yeah. Like, mopoz, he might actually get the plant for free here.
Because of all the options he could be traversing. Yeah,
well, the thing is, because he hit the shot on A, so they know that he was on A, and the fact that he's been able to slip away like this is massive. So the bomb going down, this is a consolation prize, but realistically, it sets him up in a 1-on-2 that could be winnable here. Now, there is a smoke, there is a kit. That is definitely going for players as well as the number advantage, but mopoz's positioning could be the difference maker. He's planted on the tip.
Could be, it could be a wall bangable defuse as well.
True. Both of them have M4s though.
They're worried about ramp. They smoke it off. He's hidden if they do a quick glance.
It's on the bomb.
Better hope you have the bomb. You better hope you have the wall bang. Oh, perfectly placed crosshair. mopoz to come up clutch. Shiro doesn't have the kit.
I get it.
He can't find the kit. He can't find the round. Moss just styling on him with a nod. And they know what it means. It was right there. Right there. He couldn't find it in the smoke. And there is a 1v2 with very little sweat on the brow. mopoz, just confidence in his positioning. Yeah, when you hang your teammates out to dry like that, if you win the round, it's okay. We saw that happen in the tail end of the first half as well. Like, I don't know what was going on in that B lane setup where they all baited Alex, then Davy baited Alex, then mopoz baited Davy, and then mopoz won the round. Yeah. But when you win the round, it's all right. You know, we don't count that one as a boo-boo. But yeah, great stuff from him here. Now just coming peeling back and bang. Listen, it's the no Kevlar superstar. Whenever you see...
No Kevlar superstar.
Whenever you don't see mopoz with Kevlar vest on, you can expect the round to be converted. And I regret to inform you he's bought Kevlar and a helmet.
I regret to inform you Davy G's already dead.
Oh. And we can all look for the X on the map to see where that was. He's actually directly under the foots. The foots?
The foots.
That's the correct pluralization.
Of feet.
Yes. Under the foots. Those filthy little hobbitses. Actually, got us a 3v3 out of that. They just run straight down the ramp to contest, and now an extinguish will stop Shiro in his tracks.
Curious little smoke right there.
Not sure about that either.
Yeah, it's giving them a chance to pick up a better weapon, so that's the positive. And look at Death. He's gone fishing right now. Taking his time. You know, this is one of the things. It looks casual. I tell you, it's not at all. He has to be on high alert for every corner clear, and each little inch of space he takes is more that his team can work with as they come on over. Now, Deaths, you got a bucket load of utility, my friend. Where do you want to throw it?
Oh, I want to see if they walk. Do they walk in the A-halls, or is Hobbit going to get confirmation of the 3?
So much noise.
Oh, but still, Axel down. Now is a great time to drop that.
That has a gap, I think, in the right side.
Oh, it's not too exploitable. You are right, but...
Only just, really, isn't it? But even bearings here to spam.
It's good bearings. Very good bearings. Shiro struck again. He's such a nuisance on this rifle. 20 and 8 Shiro's having a game.
Faking it here, 25 seconds, and there's Hobbit.
Oh, no. Frustration's mounting.
Oh, no.
Bullets absent. 19 seconds. He's just got his Glock. They're taunting him, playing with their food. Shiro is a real nuisance for them. In the absence of Axel, Shiro will just be a rifler as well.
Oh, dearie me. It felt good. It felt like they got the right rotation in. It felt like they headed over to the right bomb site there. And Shiro, that frag, it had so many ramifications about it, didn't it? This is how it started. So the run boost across here for Shiro to open up the account to Davy. Then it became a bit of a biff, right? Back and forth, throwing bodies at each other. Deaths catches Axel because Hobbit's probably calling those steps that you were talking about. And there's that kill right there. It's that kill right there that's the real troublemaker. They knew that Hobbit would have been close, but you can see just that gap. It really helps you stabilize in a position.
I don't claim to be an expert at all, but the idea of walking to just so as Hobbit doesn't have certainty. Is that something that, you know, when you don't have donut info, you would have liked to see, or would that just have slowed them down too much?
I think maybe what they were hoping it would have done was force a player into deaths, which it did, right? Because you think, oh, I can beat them there, I can hear them, I know where they are. But at the same time, it also completely, the jig's up, right? All the hard work of Death's walking in, like they don't know his surprise position, but they know that it's going to be A, so it helps the players on the other side of the map start to get a move on.
Get the pieces in fashion and with an understanding of where everyone is. So we do see a 2-2-1 split, just the single Axar responsible for A, and the T side going to go and look for an opener. That cracks open the sight. Sometimes will you consider the cubby the criminally underchecked corner. This one's usually good for a double. Shiro's good for one.
Oh, another one!
This is having a pop-off. Davigi deals with Shiro, and that's one way to find a rebuttal.
I'll take the AWP, thank you very much. There's some bias, well...
Says Davigi.
Yeah, so they'll take it, but do Hobbit and Axel save? Hobbit's coming... Oh.
I reckon Axel's about to catch an AWP bullet if he's not careful. Oh, he actually does burst him down. Will he clear his corner?
It's his flash.
Alex doesn't miss his deagle.
Well, the deagles seem to be better as right now, guys. It has been back and forth since the pistol. The force by wars are at full force, and I think we got a yelling match on here too. Who can be louder?
Look at the money, bro. Players are sent straight back to the primeval era. You've got Hobbit spending all of his schmeckles to get himself the M4. You've got a UMP, Deagle. I mean, you had two players on 1400. You are going to have to invest. It would have been the double economical.
Well, whoever breaks first, right? If players lose now, that's where they have real issues, right? Because if players drop this one, if they don't win off of this force buy, Movistar Riders will likely see themselves up to 13 because it will have to be an eco, and mopoz, he is a sweaty gamer, isn't he? Finding the slither gap right there. Gets a chunk of damage onto Inters. It's 3 players on B. Hobbit is passive. He can float around with this M4 top mid, and Axel over towards Donut right now with a UMP. Hobbit dares risk the flames, looking for anybody who oversteps the mark, but Alex is perched behind the box, and this is the Riders just fortifying before they get into any 4A for the round. I think a boost here with Hobbit would be nice, right? We do see that payoff, and it is a nice one to give you a look over the smoke, but they have gambled quite heavily towards B here. 4 prongs of players to bear down on this position.
I think it also enables them, because you've already highlighted how much of the ramifications of this. If you can't find an even trade, it would have fallen apart, but also enables them to save should things go awry.
Oh, they're doing this again. It didn't go well last time. At least they're a little bit more condensed as part of the pack here. And okay, well, the donut pressure immediately alleviated. So good kill from mopoz.
There you go.
I think you're right? They should be able to head over to cave and pick up the Galil of Davigi.
True, he's got to found that.
How's Hobbit getting this much space?
Because it's Hobbit, and he's the best player in the world.
Okay, Alex Richardson, 2022.
Oof, this time he's been bested. mopoz. And if they lose anything more, you don't really need to. So Movistar Riders will take a 12th. Will they leave successfully? It looks like their positions are just out of the radius for lethality.
They've just grabbed themselves the AWP. Where did mopoz throw his AK? Did he throw it over the fence?
Oh, nice work from Shiro. Cheeky little ninja as he grabs an M4 on the way out.
Okay, so that's actually what they should have been walking away with really anyway, right? So the M4 from Hobbit retained and Davigi's Galil gives them something, but it should be an eco, right? It should be an eco behind this. You can't really justify investing right now if you are players. They can actually drop some upgraded pistols across. Hobbit's even going to buy himself into a P250 here. Inters gets gifted a deagle. There's a 5-7 from Nafany. So Nafany right now, you can... Nafany, give the 5-7 to Axel, please. Nafany.
No.
Nafany, please.
Wants both.
But why?
Why not?
Because Axel only has a USP.
Yeah. And Hobbit's dead. Not yet. God, that would really sketch you out, the timing. No, they can't lose one of these. They're not going to lose one of these.
Imagine if Axel had a 5-7 there.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
No, he wasn't even clearing his corners. He wasn't even clearing his corners, guys. All right, it's all right.
All right, it's fine. Shiro, however, has always been a bit of a thorn in their side when they try and get that bomb down. I don't know if he's going to be able to contribute in the same capacity with him rotating to B.
Now I would like an A execute. You've got A main control. You still have 4 smokes. You have a bunch of mollies and you have a bunch of flashes. Now, I think an A execute would be acceptable.
When you've already won the round.
Yeah, but also may as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's cross the T's. Let's dot the I's.
Yeah, let's not take any silly risks.
I can't even see how they could accidentally trip up and lose this. I suppose Alex clearing up lane has gone to investigate B. They could overthink it.
Yeah, so if they do want to rotate, they will have to go all the way back through T-spawn, right? And Shiro will hear them if they start running in A main. Yeah, they're making footsteps to sell the A fake, but he'll... Oh, yeah, I think he's gravitating towards the glowy things on the screen as opposed to the noisy things in his ears. He's trying to cut them off. So Deaths is the linchpin of all of this. The bomb should make it back 20 seconds now. There's another 10 seconds of running. They'll get into the site. No one close to deny. So the bomb will go down, no qualms. And maybe Shiro just to save this M4 here.
Oh, just in time.
And every second of the round here, making sure keeps everyone on their toes. And there it goes, 13-8. Players will be looking to get the guns out in the next. They have a 2,400 loss bonus coming through, so it is important that Shiro holds on to this for, well, the tail end of this half, which is where we are now. I don't know if too many people were expecting the score to be going like this. Inferno, all 30. Mirage, a bit more of a blowout, a bit more what we expected. And now that we found ourselves on Ancient, this has been, well, I think the most competitive of the bunch because Inferno was very slow. Oh, here we go. Not going to get that one.
Out of the map.
Yep.
Wondered what he was doing earlier, Davigi, doing a bit of housekeeping.
Yeah, making sure nothing gets left behind. And there it is. Would you believe it? The 13th round now for the Riders here, just 3 more away. And this would be a gargantuan upset. We were talking about this before. This, you know, it doesn't put players in danger, at least from my perspective, of not making it out of the group, but it means that it's going to be harder for them to contest for the #1 spot. But well, you never know. Maybe it does come back to bite them in the arse.
And the way in which it can is actually through Movistar Riders continuing. Like there's a lot of other big names in this group, and what happens when a team that were supposed to be, you know, in the default AI calculated run through in a 3rd or 4th spot end up in a 2nd or a 1st spot.
Yeah.
The ramifications can get messy. You start looking at the big names, Liquid start getting sweaty as they have to make sure they convert versus the Spaniards and vice versa.
Even a big up next, right? Big versus Party Astronauts up next. Liquid versus Godsent for the end of the day here. So yeah, this group, we're still kind of learning who's where. And right now we are learning that the Riders can contest. So let's see, can they ride into the sunset? And pick up the 3rd map here. It would be quite the upset.
Liquid Movistar Riders is tomorrow. Let's see if they can take down players to start and fire off a bit of a warning shot as to what they're capable of here. That Inferno loss in regulation haunting the players.
Okay, so see this flash from Sampai's all the way back here. It's to clear out anybody close. So this one's going to pop just above the doors. We can come through. Oh, defensive smoke over towards the B lane as well to isolate the vision from Inters here, who has to respect it, dropping on back, trying to tuck into the site here with Nafany, who's currently on the jiggle.
They're really respecting the A potential, aren't they? Like, they've got Shiro steady there. Normally, Shiro's happy to give Exile the freedoms.
Well, this is what would happen when you're playing Ancient a little bit passively, right? We see most teams go for aggressive mid or aggressive B lane, or sometimes even both, and then you have the swingman helping out A. But if you want to play passive, you can have one guy watching donut from A, you can have one guy watching A main, one guy passively watching middle, and then he drops back to B lane, because you don't need to, as the mid defender, hold off donut. You just need to watch this creep through Red House to B, and then your B defenders of Inters and Nafany can also play a bit more passive.
Some confirmation, as the traces are fired through by Hobbit, that there is no AWP posted up. It implies there'll be one on the site. And Shiro on A, they have Cave, and they've got 30 seconds. Here comes the util, here comes the seriously clear Cave. Nafany's been having a tough time here. He doesn't want to tuck into Cubby, doesn't want to be susceptible to wall bangs, and you've got 25 seconds, lads. No util, just Davigi smoke left. You have to go as this fades. 20 seconds. Who takes first contact? That's the question. mopoz, of course it's mopoz. Walks through the cave, demands respect, and demands a plant. Sunpius, can he be stopped? The answer's no.
Do you go for this right now if you're players? Do you risk this?
I don't see a kit other than the one that's on the bomb.
Yeah, this is such a risk right now. They can't smoke the bomb. They have flashes. They can't smoke off ramp. They can't smoke off cave. They have to fight.
Hobbit, of course, is the one to lead by example. Boosted on the box, though. This is very...
How do you break this?
Very potent. The frags are good.
Why are they giving away kills?
I don't understand. Oh, no, they're losing it. Slipping through their fingers. Davy has to be the hero. He's posted up, takes another one onto Winters, but they're defusing 10 seconds. They haven't picked up the kit, and it's going to cost them the round. A nice one, 1v1. Just needs to live. He hits the shot, and we see 14. Huge from the Movistar Riders. Look what that means to them, and also what that means for players. Their opportunities are starting to run dry.
Wow, a couple of unforced errors from both teams here. So you're right, the kit, we see it get dropped right there. There was 2 fights on the B ramp, right, that felt unnecessary. It put so much pressure on Davy to hit that, and then Alex has to win the 1-on-2. Lucky time was on his side right there, but a fumble from both teams, and the Riders should have run the round, and they did. And now players buy in. 3 M4s, 2 MP9s, no kits again. Light on the util. They're up against the ropes here, and Nafany's dead already.
Oh my God, he's going to be fuming. There is steam ejecting from his eardrums as he has conceded potentially enough to open up the site. Inters tries to be the hero. Frags are good from Shiro. 25. Orbit arrives as well. Similar frags as he goes to 26th, and there they are. It's just the 2 of them doing everything to keep players in this. Daz had a quiet one. Bomb on his back and 3 to find. Hobbit's posted up and he has to be cleared properly. That's as easy as it gets. Wow, just Shiro and Hobbit in the face of adversity. Yeah, just the 2 of them. Just those 2.
How are they having such a series? Look at that, 28 and 25. What? 28 and 25.
And I swear, I reckon if I was, this is probably a map.
53 kills.
This is the map where we've seen the fewest Shiro AWP frags. Like on his T side, a couple, CT side, a couple. I would argue almost all of these have been silenced M4. Like it's very out of character. Yeah, 53 between the 2 of them here on Ancient, when they've got 9 rounds to boast. I think that also is a highlight of the fact that those 2 are so head and shoulders above the rest. Inters, Axile, and Nafany haven't even broken 10.
Alex, they have 33 kills combined, more than the other 3 players combined.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
How are they? How? Well, they're not winning the game. Yeah. I was going to say, how are they winning? They're definitely not winning. They score 14-9 and still up against the ropes and just getting across the line here by individual performances again. But if you're Riders, you have to be thinking there is no way that these 2 will keep getting away with this. They will foot falter at one point, and we just close out the game. We just need 2 more rounds.
Also, the player that's been feeling really cold is Axile, and he is alone on A. Inters actually commits to the angle. An exchange of util, and he decides he'd rather smoke it off than take the fight.
I would just keep going B, wouldn't you? With Nafany and Inters here, both of them quite strugglesome. Like, I feel like you could continue to bully this bomb site. You know that Hobbit plays more over towards middle. You know that Shiro's in swing, and you know that Axile's over towards A. So you could really start to turn the screws on Nafany and Inters here.
Yeah, and if they do commit to what they're going for currently, it's the 2, Hobbit and Shiro on A.
I think it's a B fake, right? You can see the util being lined up here outside the doors. I think they're just waiting for the CT utility to subside before they throw out their own. But how much do they put into this? Because there's no way Axile's going to move. And then Shiro doesn't have to either. This is happening so quick. Okay, they're hoping to isolate just 1, but there's 2 here.
Oh, clear.
Wow.
That's a real drive-by from mopoz. And if they boost, Shiro could get spotted over the smoke. This is real problem for
Hobbit's
players.
Dead now too.
Hobbit gone. It has to be Nafany and Inters. 2 quiet mice in the server. Can they find their voice? Oh, 15's a lock-in.
They're going to have to save.
Yeah.
I was saying that there would be foot falters, that it would happen eventually, right? Hobbit and Shiro can't keep getting on the winning end of these fights. And here, you feel like Shiro has an advantage over the cusp of the smoke. Alex says, no, no, no. And then they clean up Hobbit rotating in as well. 15 now secured.
Jesus.
Stunned mullet right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, this... when you saw a 6-0 T start for the players, you then saw 9 in the trot from response from the Spaniards. And look at that, Nafany losing everything as well. They get into their heads with their cheers, and I would too. Any advantage you can find, because you are 1 round away. You've got 7 opportunities. 7, that's really good maths, Alex. 6 opportunities. Let's see if we can take them.
This is the kill from mopoz here as well. That's the rotator gone, just in the cusp of that smoke. So that lurk smoke that they threw out was absolutely perfect. Impact from mopoz being felt. And the buy, well, busted again here for players. Hobbit on an MP9. The rest have rifles at least. Can they put up any of a fight here? Out middle, they're barreling quickly. They've gotten the space up and over. mopoz wants to go. Nothing's going to stop this man.
Oh, he's looking great. 2 in cave. This could be round ending. If this doesn't go to plan, Hobbit and Inters, they've already lost Nafany. What was that? A ramp aggression through the smoke. daviG's cut him down to size, and we're 4 frags away from players conceding here to the Movistar Riders.
You'd love a flash in a cave here if you're the Riders before you go. It's such a risk. And smoked off one side, aggression on the other.
Oh, pushing. daviG heard, knows, and what a jump. Oh, but let it slip, and mopoz has caught Inters. Stick a fork in this one. It is done. Shiro disagrees. Ahead of the smoke, mopoz a mistake. Will it haunt him? It could. In the heat of battle, daviG low, Axal and Shiro up against 4. Axal, does he take a glance at middle? I think he's just going to try and float back to A to respond.
He'll be here at the right time, and he has a molly as well to throw on the plant spot. Is he going to get caught in limbo here, though?
Just going to have a chance to catch some element of surprise. Okay, lining up for him. Axal takes 2, he makes it manageable. Shiro has won 2 clutches already by virtue of the clock on this A site. Talking it through, already threatening. Death could swing, he keeps his crosshair in between the 2 wickets. Threatening presence from Shiro, trying to extend play, they say no. And the Movistar Riders take a huge scalp of Group C. That's gonna feel great. A full 3-map affair, and on Ancient no less, locking down the players. Some absent names from players, but it's by virtue of the Spanish squad fragging up a storm.